My God, I was not prepared for this.
लाइव जियो मजे करो.
And we have our anesthetist also over here, Dr. Nivedita. So that's a very docile form of our anesthetist that you've seen.
अच्छा दिवसभर तुम्ही करणार यांच्याबरोबर काय करता अच्छा ते काय ओके बाय
कितना शूट लोगे?
I'm still not done yet.
I thought you were done now for the day.
Hello sir, good morning.
Good morning. So तुम लोग late हो थोड़ा. I'm already halfway through my yoga.
What time do you get up every morning?
Around 7:15.
And you do yoga every day? Regular?
No, so my yoga is on Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and the rest of the days I am working out with my trainer. I think that gives me a good balance, doing alternate yoga and alternate workout. Yoga, doing good stretching, little bit of meditation, pranayam helps a lot and makes me feel much energetic to start my day. So I make it a point to pray to the sun and get myself exposed to sunlight every day in the morning because I feel the sunlight gives you vitamin D and also makes you get that positive energy just before starting your day. I'll just get ready in a while and come back.
Okay.
So time to have a quick breakfast. So I usually have some protein shake so that it gives me good amount of energy to start my day and something to eat. Maybe today what I have is dokla.
So you eat healthy every day?
Almost every day try to eat healthy.
Okay.
But most of the times it's something traditional with some juice or some protein shake or milkshake or anything. Oh, patient kya tumi? Okay. So they'll be starting taking the patient in the OT till the time I finish and move. The hospital numbers are accessible 24/7, so if anybody has an emergency, they can call up.
So do you read any book?
I usually do read something or the other.
What is the current book that you're reading?
So I was reading Ichigo Ichi, which is on the Japanese concept of lived moment.
Any quote that you like from any book?
Yes, a quote from Ichigo Ichi only I would remember is it tells that getting angry is like holding on to a hot coal in your hand. It just makes you burn yourself and doesn't help in any which ways. It's about finding the right moment, living each and every day because and letting go of things which are beyond your control because you know this moment is never going to come back in your life again.
So since you said that you read books and all, so which
No,
book?
but, not always, but I
Okay.
try and read something.
So which is
Whenever.
your favorite book?
I would say one of my favorite books is The Alchemist. Have you read it?
I've heard about it. It's like finding your.
Yeah, it's again the same thing around finding and knowing that the destination is not important but the journey because the destination is important also but you need to enjoy the journey also. So during my commute to the hospital, which is hardly much of a time, I just go through if I have kept any reminders for myself for the day. So, as you all must be aware, I am an orthopedic surgeon specializing in robotic joint replacement. Namaste. And now I have been practicing for the last 20 years. And since last almost 4 years we have the robot, and I was the first to introduce robotic assisted knee replacement. So my day usually was having 1 or 2 surgeries followed by OPDs. So, and in between also seeing my patients who are admitted. Also having a lot of administrative work, meeting people, deciding strategies about how we are working. Good morning, sister. So she's Seema, sister, our nursing in charge of OT, who keeps all the OT schedule on time. And good morning, Dr. Ankit. How are you today?
All good.
He's our fellow. Where are we now?
Painting is done.
Okay, great. So we'll start with the first surgery now. I think you will be allowed till here only, till we start the surgery. I'll start with my scrubbing. This is a helmet hood system which is there to protect the patient and also to protect the surgeon, because during knee replacement there is quite a bit of bone dust and everything. So the whole team uses this as a protection for themselves and also to maintain the asepsis, that is to keep the infection rate less. So all this takes at least around 1.5 hours from the time the patient is taken in.
Do you feel comfortable wearing this?
Oh yeah, I'm quite used to it now because I've been wearing this since quite some time. So yeah, it's quite comfortable. And it's got a fan inside, so it keeps the air moving. So as you must have seen, orthopedic surgeries are a very clean surgery, and taking precautions for prevention of infection is very, very important. We change our clothes, change footwear, cap and mask, and that's common for all surgeries when you're entering the operation theatre. The operation theatre also has some specialities, like it has got laminar airflow, where the air which circulates in the operation theatre passes through filters called as HEPA filters, which filters almost all bacteria and viruses in the air.
How did you feel when you did your first surgery?
Oh, so my first surgery in private practice was my grandmother who had a fall, and she was so confident. She was like, Tejas, I've had a fall and you operate on me as early as possible because it's paining too much. So she was my first patient, very cooperative. Since it was my grandmother, I was a little worried about how things will go. Everything went well. She was walking. So yeah, she was my first patient. So it's like charity begins at home. So my first patient was also from home. And then of course there have been a lot of patients, and thankfully most of them are doing well. They remember me for doing a good surgery and keep blessing. And I believe that's why the blessings of my grandmother, my mom, dad, and all my patients and my seniors have helped me to come to where I am today.
And are you strict with your colleagues?
Very strict? Oh, no. You can ask my colleagues. So it depends. Usually I am quite casual with them, but when it comes to any serious matter, I'm quite serious also. We are dealing with people, then things that may affect their lives, so you can't take it lightly for sure, and they don't anyways. They are also responsible doctors. So it's like any surgery, or for that matter anything that you're doing, is always a team effort. There are a lot of people involved, and I think everybody is important, and you just can't take anybody's role lightly. Even if it's our housekeeping staff, if they don't keep this thing ready in the morning, everything is spick and span, neat and tidy. Yeah, and also in between the cases, they are the ones who need to move around fast, get things ready for the next case, clean the OT. So it starts from them, then all the circulating staff, that's the nurses, you have the OT technician, and of course then the doctors. You have the anesthetists, who play a very important role in the operation theatre. In the sense, they are the ones who allow us to do surgery, because they anesthetize the patient so that the patient doesn't feel anything during surgery. And that's a great thing, isn't it? Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to operate at all. So we have our team which is already staffed in. We have anesthesia technician there, Dr. Akshay, can you just say hello? And Dr. Asif, Neelesh's brother, and that's Jagdish there. So that's our team was already kept him ready for me so that I can start the surgery now. So this is how the helmet gets covered. One and a half hours. What's happening? So we're done with one surgery and abhi dusra patient is getting induced, so I'll just see where we have reached. We operated a lady for her left knee osteoarthritis and so all went well. Now again we are starting with the next case, so everything is ready now and I'll scrub. And we have our anesthetist also over here, Dr. Nivedita. So as I said, they play a very important role in our team to anesthetize the patient so that they don't experience the pain of surgery, and they are all the time monitoring the patient's condition throughout the surgery. So that's a very docile form of our anesthetist that you've seen. So again, this is another lady with left knee arthritis, and we are doing her robotic assisted left knee replacement. She is a comparatively young lady, just I think 54 or something, and but her knee is really bad. We will be using a little different implant which is designed for younger patients, which is Oxenium. The advantage of that is that its life is longer. The patient remains here in the recovery where they are under observation for at least half an hour, and then later they will be shifted to their ward.
You also talk to their relatives?
Yeah. So I call them and speak to them and tell them that everything was fine and the surgery went well and all is good. Bus.
Okay, sir.
So we are done with the second case and now the third case is getting ready, and in the meanwhile I'll just go and finish some round of mine so that I can discharge a few patients.
So what is your best memory, sir, of your life?
My life. Life is long now. I can't. It's been quite some time for me to recollect now. In the first Ranawat Orthopedic Conference, I had got the Best Paper Award from Dr. Ranawat, and so that was one good memory. There was another memory when I was in going to UK at the immigration. The immigration guy asked me why you're coming to the UK. So I told him I'm coming to see surgeries. He asked what kind of surgeries? Knee replacement. So then he said, but I hear you do them better in India. So I was really happy and proud to be an Indian. I do agree we do it much better here. The kind of deformities, the bad deformities that we get, they don't get that frequently abroad. It's good, so it makes me feel proud. Of course, the other good memory is when we started this place around 5.5 years. It was a dream of my parents to start a big hospital like this, and my dad especially. So I'm happy we could make it, and touch wood, it's running well. We all are doing good work. We found good colleagues who are working as a team with us, and some really excellent staff. All my patients are always appreciating the good work they do, and of course there is scope for improvement always. આવું થઈ ગયું જમવાનું કે બાકી છે? થઈ ગયું ને? So now we start with the last case. So it's now a man who is around 70-year-old, and we are doing his right knee again for knee arthritis. This is Dr. Asif, who's been there with me since quite some time now. 6 years? 5 years? 6 years. So after doing the surgery, we also need to document all the steps that we have taken in the surgery, and it needs to be attached to the patient's document, and that's what I was doing right now. Also, you need to fill in the post-operative notes. So it's not just that the surgery is done and my work is done. We need to write down everything, document what all has been done.
Are you tired?
I am a little tired. I'm a little tired because I didn't sleep that well. Otherwise, I'm fine. I can do one more surgery.
And now
Now, yeah, we'll just finish off the rounds and then go for OPD.
so who is your inspiration?
I don't have to go too far. I have my inspiration at home, my mom. So, good evening. We'll continue about that later. 803. केम छो गीता ठक्कर आहे आणि 6th पटवारी पण आता 6thलाच आहे ना 602. Now I have to see is केम छो बराबर 60 nothing 5th floor. All good, all the feedbacks are good.
Yes.
502. Sas. उद्याला ओके कितना शूट लोगे Oh God, you're still there?
Yes, I'm still not done yet.
I thought you were done now for the day.
Still have few questions.
You still have
If you are busy.
questions? I have few patients to be seen in the ward. Okay, shoot with your questions.
Previously we stopped you were
I
about
was talking about my inspiration.
yes.
So I told about my mom, and my second inspiration was my uncle, my Mamaji, who is the CEO of L&T Finance and who was the CFO of L&T. So both of them very hardworking, very genuine people, and even at my mom's age of around 80, she's so disciplined with her life. She'll get up at the same time, go to the gym, do yoga, almost work as much as I am working, and still be smiling. So I think it runs in the genes also, and yeah, they both are an inspiration for me.
Also one more thing, like I'm sure you give 100% when you work, but sometimes maybe some things happen and you get negative feedback. So how do you deal with that?
Yeah, so like being a doctor, that's a problem. Like, even after giving 100%, not necessary you will get 100% result. I think, and that's for most of the people also. How do I deal with that negative feedback? I try to understand that person's lookout also. Try to make him understand what is the problem, and come to a neutral thing where the patient's relative or the patient can understand that though we have done everything as per what best could be done, but still maybe you're not happy or you're not having much pain relief or there is some other problem. We'll try to give a solution for that and work out something, because I don't feel anybody just keeps complaining. Like, even if you do your best, still if there is some issue, you need to handle it, why it's not working well, and give a solution.
Actually, the last question is, what are your plans after this today?
Today? My plan is to go home and sleep early today, so that again I can get back to work tomorrow morning.
Same daily routine.
Yeah, tomorrow also I have 2 surgeries. One is a fracture surgery, which is a little complicated, and one knee replacement. Before that, I have to see my post-op patient, the last patient whom I've operated, and then I'll be going home.
If you want to give some message to your viewers.
My God, I was not prepared for this.
Live Geo, मजे करो, tension मत
Message is, I think, do whatever you're doing, do with your full heart into it. Try and give your best, and I'm sure you'll get the best back. Also, don't get disheartened with some negative feedback. It's a part of life. It is going to be there. Try and change somebody's life. Smile. Try and make somebody happy in your day, and I'm sure you will feel better. Whenever you get too low or whenever you feel negative, just think about the good things you've done or the good things people tell you. I think that gives you that energy to do better, to work harder, and to improve yourself. Keep reading, that helps a lot. And also listen to some music. Also chill sometimes. It's just not the work. But enjoy your work so that you don't have to feel like I need some more enjoyment in a different form. I think that's a good thing. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.